Hi everybody, my name's Simon Raybould and this is probably the last of a series of videos about Zoom, using it for your online presentations, because let's face it, it's not all that complicated, is it? This is about a couple of gotchas and about how you record your presentations for reuse at a later date. So let's fire up Zoom and start a meeting. This is me in a meeting about to make my presentation. You can see the mess of my office behind. And you'll see the first gotcha is that it sometimes takes quite a while for Zoom to connect. I suggest that if you're running a presentation, you get there several minutes early, just to let everything settle down. And down at the bottom of the screen are two magic buttons here. The first is the chat button. That's great, kind of obvious what that is. I'm just going to type in now. You'll see why in a little while. Here is some test text. And then close that. But the button you really want is the record button. You press that and that's it, you're away, you're recording. Again, it takes a couple of seconds to fire up, so get that going before the meeting starts. By default, that option is only available for the host. You can set it for other people, but it's only available for the host by default. Okay, so when you want to finish, you just press the stop recording button and you're done. Couple of little gotchas here. The first is that the Zoom won't do anything with the recording until you end the meeting. Okay, so you finish the meeting and then Zoom does its magic thing. Here's the second gotcha. Zoom can take its time to do this. There you go. Even on a short meeting like that, it can take its time to do its magic thing. Okay. Now, if you abort Zoom or anything goes wrong before it is finished doing that, you will have no recording. So for goodness sake, leave Zoom open. And here are the files in question. This one is the full video. This one is the audio. Much more convenient to throw around the audio if that's all you need. So a couple of things to draw your attention to. The first is if you go into the meetings panel here, you can see a list, and under the recorder tab you can see a list of meetings. This is the one that I have just recorded. These are sort of test meetings. Sorry, that is one I did yesterday. These are two that I have recorded today, and you've got options to play them and delete them and all of that kind of jazz. If you delete, that's it, it has gone. If you open the file, you will see that there's a whole bunch of kind of files there that you can play with. Again, you can access the audio file, the video file and the audio file. There you go, straightforward. Idiot proof, really. Okay, except for one little gotcha here, which is if you go back into the home thing and click on settings, just before you start your presentation, check the audio thing. Now you'll see why in just a second. You can see how this is clearly using what's called the C Media audio device. It's the headset that I'm wearing for both my speakers, that's great, and my microphone. Here we go, I'm going to tap. There you go, okay. But if I just bring in for you my sound settings on my Mac, my input is clearly set to the big USB Blue Yeti device that I've got. That's because the settings for Zoom overrule your global settings. Be careful of that, it's an absolute gotcha. Okay. Oh, incidentally, the reason that I illustrated the chat thing for you is because, and I forgot to mention this, but it doesn't matter, when you save, if you save the chat, you get a complete transcription of all the things that everybody said in the chat. That is it. There's nothing more to say about Zoom at the basic level. To be honest, it's more or less idiot-proof. If you want more information than that, kind of the best thing to do, to be honest, is go to the Zoom site and do the proper training. But I thought that the gotchas might be useful for you. All right, have fun, stay safe, and keep making your online presentations change things. Take care.